I'm pretty sure most of you know that the Outrun series is considered to be legendary, with I think the very first game from 1986 being the most unpopular installment of them all. The last time we got to see a Outrun game was back in 2009, Outrun Online Arcade. I think there's like a total of like 5 different games in the Outrun series. The first one from '86 being the most popular, iconic game of them all, and there are people who kind of wish that series would come back, and I don't think Sega has any plans on reviving the Outrun series, but I think it'd be nice if they did, because when it came down to racing games prior to, I guess, Gran Turismo, it seemed like Sega was like the best in terms of like 3D racing games. That was definitely a genre that they had the advantage with over Nintendo in terms of the console wars back in the 90s. And even though like the Outrun games are pretty cool, and the fun factor to the games hold up well to this day, the landscape of gaming has evolved a lot since the 90s and early 2000s. And even though arcade racers could be addictive, or they could be very addicting, basically there's way more like racing games that are out there that to a point where I guess arcade racers have become somewhat obsolete. Everybody knows that arcade racing games, they appeal to casuals, but it seems like titles like Forza, the Forza series, it appeals to people as well. Like the latest Forza game was actually considered one of the best games in the entire series. A lot of people are also checking out Gran Turismo 7, which is really popular. And even though like Gran Turismo 7 is more for hardcore fans of the racing genre, it's also, I think Gran Turismo is a series that has grown on a lot of people, and it's something that casuals could check out as well. The only problem is, playing Gran Turismo 7 is probably going to cost a lot of money because the PlayStation 5 is very expensive. But, when it comes down to video game series, the only thing that Sega's really been consistent on in terms of producing games is the Sonic series. And it would have been nice if they continued making more Outrun games as time progressed. And some people believe that, the Outrun series should make a return. I do feel like it's something that would, it would definitely turn heads within the gaming world, what have you. I'm not exactly sure how it would perform commercially or in terms of sales or anything like that. But I do think, a new Outrun game is something that would definitely be an attraction. And it's something that old school gamers from the 90s and early 2000s would love to see.